Following the fan outcry that accompanied the cancellation of Freelance Police, Sam and Max found themselves indefinitely shelved from the public eye, and with their contractual obligations to LucasArts fulfilled, the dog and rabbit duo were without a home for the first time in years.
I had a contract with LucasArts, a licensing contract for Freelance Police, and when that expired, I was able to talk to other companies about, doing a new project. Because I always make sure if somebody's not going to do something with my characters that the rights will come back, so I'll have another shot at it. And so I went out and had a lunch with Dan and Kevin at this Bavarian sushi place over in Emeryville, and they pitched me on the idea of doing an episodic series, and I was totally won over.
The way we see it is it allows for the player to experience the game over a 6-month period or a 5-month period, depending on the release schedule, and they can enjoy it in a different chunk of content, so they can stay engaged and continue to participate with it like they would a favorite television show or other forms of entertainment.
For the first couple seasons, usually the process would be we'd go out for a couple of kind of dinners where we would sort out broad beats of stories and just talk broadly about what kinds of things we wanted to see in a season, and just try to crack each other up and think of a lot of random ideas that we could find ways to pull together into something more cohesive, or as cohesive as a Sam and Max thing needs to be. So those were fun kind of brainstorming sessions, and then along the way they would kind of keep me apprised of what was going on, and if I had a chance I would contribute character designs or things like that. But usually the process was for me to be more involved early on.
Part of the appeal of Sam & Max is you can pretty much drop them in anywhere. The fun is seeing how they react to stuff instead of whatever situation you can put them in. So it's not like it's hard to find weird things for Sam & Max to do. I think the bigger challenge was taking graphic adventure games, which have traditionally been such a niche market, and finding a way to streamline it for more casual audiences.
We set out to build the company. That was something we really were going for, is if by episode 3 we could have people saying, when's 4 going to be here, when's 5 going to be here, then it would be a success, because it would be creating that feeling of anticipation versus that feeling of exhaustion. When I finish a full product, a 20-hour game or a 40-hour game or even 12-hour game, it's almost like, thank God it's done, I'm gonna rest for a while. Whereas with the episodic stuff, it's kind of getting doled out and you're engaged for a long time.
First episode goes out for a series and, people are all complaining about X, Y, and Z. Maybe we can get X fixed by the time episode 2 comes out. We can definitely get Y and Z fixed by the time the 3rd episode is out. So the games get better.
I never had any issues with the idea of an episodic release. I always thought it was a great format for Sam and Max, since a lot of the stories that I used to do with them were in a few pages, and so I think the style fits them really well, because it allows you to kind of jump around. You can have an overarching theme, but then you can jump around and kind of try these different themes within that, which I like a lot and think it's perfect for the characters.
They've done an amazing job in the first 2 seasons, both building up the whole concept of episodic gaming in general, and maintaining the voices of the characters. I like to think Steve's happy with what we've been doing.